Good morning, everybody. We are approaching the end of March here in North Georgia, and we've got a beautiful cloudy day today. Pretty fantastic weather. We could have used a little bit more rain. Looks like there used to be a board right there. But yeah, I'm gonna be out hiking. Oh, there's a little redback. I think that was a redback. Yeah, look at that. Under this little crumpled board. But yeah, gonna be hiking around out here today. See what we can turn up, and hopefully it'll be a little bit better than yesterday. Although we did see a lot of snakes yesterday, just no targets. We're exploring another area today that I have not spent much time. Close to areas that we've done well in the past though, so I'm optimistic. Hopefully we can find some nice rocks to flip and in turn some snakes. Say hello to Will, everybody. We're FaceTiming and we're gonna flip this thing that you guys can see a lot better than Will can. There's like pieces of it all over the place too. Yeah, that looks nice. All right. Oh my goodness, dude, look at the burrows. Oh wow. One of my favorite parts about exploring new areas like this is you just don't know what you're gonna come across. I have no idea what these flowers are. And the only thing I really know is that I don't think I've seen them before. They're only growing on this one little rock outcrop. Another cool random thing. It's not a snake. Very tiny bird's nest on the ground. All right, this hillside's super steep, but it's the best habitat I've seen out here so far. I want to put the GoPro on and flip a few rocks. A worm snake. We saw plenty of these in the last episode. Well, these guys have definitely been one of the more common snakes lately, and I assume that's going to be the case today, so I'll just put him back, but nice start. I'm not sure I've seen a better looking rock than this. Like, maybe anywhere. Oh, that's disappointing. Oh, that's a big rough earth. Look at, or smooth earth, not a rough earth. Look at that. Chunky. Once again, not really a species I'm surprised to see, but that is an exceptional individual. That's probably a big female. You can see she is just huge for a smooth earth snake. Normally these guys are quite a bit smaller than that. Let's see if she'll stretch out a little bit. Very nice. We'll just tuck her rock back in. I just uncovered an old nest of snake eggs. These are probably some sort of king snake if I had to guess. Small clutch, decently small eggs, but still bigger than you would expect, say, a scarlet king or a ringneck to lay. What's kind of cool here is you can see where they cut through the egg right there and came out using their egg tooth. So maybe we'll find some of the babies that came out of these. If I had to guess, I'd say they are probably eastern king snake, but who knows? Could be a corn or something like that too. All right, I'm kind of worried today's going to be largely a bust, but I did just flip another very small worm snake. Let's see if I can pull this off of him. You can see him a little bit better there. Very cool. There's yet another very tiny worm snake. Look at that. So I ended up spending a lot of the day, and by a lot of the day I mean most of the day, spreading out a huge amount of tin I just stumbled across in the forest. I'm very, very optimistic that it'll produce in the future, so I'm considering today a huge win even if we didn't find anything crazy. But it's starting to get late now and I'm planning on getting out tomorrow, so I'm going to call it a day. But I did stumble across something kind of cool on the way back to the car. This very, very small puddle right here. And you can see it's only maybe 10 feet long, but like that end's hardly got any water in it. And this little deep spot is just full of tadpoles. Look at this. These guys are probably on a pretty short timer before this puddle dries up and they're done for. And unfortunately, there's nowhere for me to move them that's safer, because this is just a weird place for there to be frog eggs. A very, very small ditch in the road. And it's just loaded with these tadpoles. I'm guessing they're probably American toad, although there are some smaller ones in here that could be chorus frog. But yeah, gonna call today here, and I'll see you guys in the morning. We're going turtling. Good morning, everybody. It's the next day, and before I even had time to run the intro, I found a snake and kind of ridiculous amount of turtles. But right there, we have a plain-bellied water snake. First find of the day already, and we just got started. I mean, not even 5 minutes out of the car, so hopefully it's gonna be a decent day. That is so many turtles. There's usually a couple of turtles here, but this is an excessive amount of turtles. These are all sliders and cooters too, so nothing really of any interest out there. All very common species, but just cool to see such a concentration of turtles already. It's a big bass. There's a ton of people fishing here, but they're not fishing anywhere near that guy. Well, this is weird. I think there's a good chance this is our first one of these this year. But look at that guy. Just a little yearling loggerhead just sitting up on this tree. That's completely as found.
That's so funny.
That's so neat. We're just gonna leave that little guy right there. He doesn't seem too bothered by us looking at him, so we're not gonna catch him unnecessarily. What a weird place for him to be sitting. These guys do have an affinity for climbing trees to bask though. I'd be kind of surprised if that's the only one we see in a similar situation today. So we're gonna get back to it. Lots of stuff out already though. So Caitlin is just out here spotting the most absurd things today. Let's see if I can zoom in on this thing. I'm gonna try to get closer to it, but there's a frog sitting right there that she somehow saw. It's not a great angle of him because he's so far away, but it is in fact a little gray tree frog, Cope's gray tree frog. Very nice. So I was over here trying to photograph a damselfly when I noticed that guy. It's just a good day to be a basking tree frog, I guess. That is a green tree frog, just past where we saw the gray tree frog a minute ago. Oh, here's this water snake again on the way back to the car. He's coiled up now. I'm gonna head to another spot and see if we have better luck over there. Well, these have been a common sight lately. This is actually an area where I'm always excited to see these guys because they're not super abundant, and you really only see them for a couple of weeks in the spring while rock flipping. All right, guys, so we're working our way along a seepage here. Gabe spotted this beauty, who jumped into this very small and very cool looking creek. So we were able to catch him, but that is a freshly shed, or just about to go into shed maybe, plain-bellied water snake. Very, very nice looking. One of our most handsome nature scenes, in my opinion. And not the most vibrant belly on this one. That's why I was kind of thinking it might be about to go into shed, because it's got a little bit of blue tint there. But you can see his face is looking pretty fantastic right now. Great looking water snake. And cool to see one in such a scenic little micro habitat as well. All right, buddy. Here is another tantilla. Look at that guy. Very nice. Seems to be a decent amount of stuff out here today. We just have to work for it a little bit. Well, right past the tantilla, I just rock flipped our second racer of the day. The first one we're actually gonna get to see because the first one escaped into the bushes, but this guy's deep in shed. So I stopped to flip this rock and Gabe noticed there's a big rat snake right there. Look at that guy. We're probably not going to get him based on how far under the rock he is, but yet another snake for the day at a place that does not give them easy. It's a weird way to flip one of those. That is tantilla number 3 for the day. Come here, dude. Why are you running off down the mountain? I want to put you back under your rock. Right back into the crack. And here is another racer. This time, last year's baby. Under a rock. Ready to release rock racer number 2. Alright, might be our last find of the day, but tantilla number 4, as flipped. This rock has produced them for me for a couple years now, and there he is, right on time.